The views, opinions, and statements expressed on this podcast by the hosts and guests are their own and intended for entertainment and discussion purposes only. They do not reflect the views of any affiliated organizations or brands. This podcast may contain strong language, mature themes, and discussions relating to pop culture, entertainment, and current events. Viewer discretion is advised. All music, visuals, trademarks, and copyrighted materials used remain the property of their respective owners. Enjoy the show.
Anytime you're ready, huh? Yeah, y'all ready?
We on fire. We on fire.
Welcome to What's Poppin' with ShabZi. As you can see, we've already started. Yeah, man, it's been a long time coming. I'm not doing this alone. I'm doing this with my favorite people. The legend in the game with content producing. But she's really here because, you know, she's here to make things look nice.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
What,
you know?
the aesthetics.
Yeah.
I mean,
how-
can't you see me?
She's a woman. She's only here to make it look you know?
But
you
I
and I
ca-
the brains here.
But I carried the couch. But I carried the couch.
Okay, I didn't like the last line.
I was saying I carried the couch. I actually put the couch here.
Okay, then you are part of the aesthetics.
Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah, she's the
Exactly.
content producer and a contributor. She's also part of the brainchild here, so it's not just beauty only. Sitting next to her is my brother, actually.
Yeah.
Shakes Rampedi,
People don't believe we're brothers, actually.
football enthusiast.
I'm not, I don't know about that.
I
but-
call you one of the best analysts in South Africa. Is that wrong? Is that wrong?
Listen, man, I prefer it you say it.
You prefer if I say it?
Yeah,
no?
you
But
say
you
it.
believe it, though.
Yeah, you say it.
Yeah, if I say it, it's better.
100%. I prefer it you say it.
Better than most out here, right?
Well, I'm just saying it's better you say it. That's what I would say. You can't necessarily say you're the best, though, right?
You can't clap for yourself.
You can't really, though, right?
I'm a hip hop artist, guys. Saying you the best is
You.
mandatory.
No, I get that with you, but if I say is Shabs the best rapper in South Africa, what does Shabs say?
You'll answer
course.
yourself.
So you'd say, of course.
Yes.
See, guys,
And you can say it, why?
guys.
Compliment ShabZi now and say, yo, you look good. I know myself. Oh my goodness. The most handsome man ever. Say it again.
You see more than I do, so that's what it is.
I'm like, nigga, just say thank you.
If you wait for people to give you your flowers, you're gonna wait till you die,
That's
and
true.
they'll drop it on the grave for you.
No, but that's
He was
true.
actually handsome.
But if
We
you get,
loved him for his beauty.
I mean, I actually get flowers, but I get from those that mean a lot to me. So it's like the rest of everybody else who doesn't say it, it's like, nah, it's alright, you know. It's not the end of the world for me. But if Shab says it, the best dressed looking guy, then minangi grand.
Hey man, look, that's why we're trending every week.
That is
We
fair.
won't be discussing hip hop, but you can catch Strictly Hip Hop News on 5 Hip Hop Nights every Sunday, 7 p.m. with 5 FM. But we're discussing other things. This is, I guess, social commentary,
Oh,
entertainment, culture.
all right.
We got food for y'all. A 3-course meal. What's on the starter, lady and gent?
You know, managers and artists. Boohle, who's featured on Casper Nyova's song, Siyathandana.
Yeah.
She is known for so many songs like Basta 929 and stuff. Her manager, DJ C Live, wanted to book her for a Thanksgiving event. And
The
When-
manager's booking the artist.
so DJ C Live has an event called
event.
Thanksgiving,
Okay, cool.
wanted to book Boohle,
Okay,
the vocalist, and then obviously spoke to Boohle's team. And when he's speaking to Boohle's team, he was answered by somebody who says he's Boohle's manager. And he was like, okay, I want to book Boohle
But
for
how
this
did he get the
particular...
number?
He spoke to them before. And then, let me
So
explain.
okay, cool.
Let me explain. So he spoke to the guy, he said, I want to book Boohle. The guy said 80K. C Live is like, but
80K for what?
To book Boohle, right?
to
For how
perform,
many minutes?
he didn't even ask those things.
80K.
But that's the number that floats around, though.
For who?
For these artists, bruh.
Yes.
Well, that's the number that floats around on social. I gotta admit, I only see these things on X. So whether it's true or not, I'm asked.
Was that Boohle or Beyonce's manager, bro?
No, but wait. Didn't Figile Balula try to bring Beyonce here for like
He did.
18 million or 8 million or something like that?
Actually, Babes Wodumo in her prime, she was charging 100K. In her prime, during the Babes Wodumo time, couple of years ago. But now, the issue here is C-Life said to the manager, but I spoke to the team couple of months ago, 5 months ago, you guys said 30K.
This is the fake manager,
No,
right?
it's not a fake
Oh, it's
a
a
real
real
manager.
manager.
Real manager. Says, you guys said 30K 5 months ago. And then the manager says, yeah, that was 5 months ago, like you said. Now it's 5 months later. We went up. It's 80K.
So what happened between 5 months
years.
ago and 5 months later? That the difference is what, 50K?
The manager didn't answer that, which actually DJ C-Life didn't answer. But he was quite like surprised. And he started asking the manager, what's your name? And that's when our people got mad, because when he was saying, what's your name to the manager said to C-Live, do you want to know my name or you want to book Boohle? And then C-Live was like, but you know my name, so it's only fair that I know who
I'm dealing with.
or I'm talking to in the team. Then the guy said, I'm Rock. That's the name.
Okay.
Is
And
that a
then
joke or is that really his name?
no one
Rock?
knows. He didn't even explain if it's a name, it's a nickname, it's an ID name. No one explained
Just
anything.
stoned and talking, huh?
Yes, with the same tone. And C-Life was like, I really wanted to book Boohle, but with this attitude, we're going to have to pass.
Okay.
So now the story was trending for so long on social media, for like a week, when people said a lot of artists are not getting gigs because of how rude their managers are. And sometimes managers seem like they are superstars. Before, like if I manage ShabZi Madallion, also you need to give me the similar or same respect or hold me high in the way that you hold in the artist high.
First of all, where is this communication happening?
On WhatsApp.
Right.
You know, this era and WhatsApp, guys, like, if it's business, how do we practice business on a field where if I know we're communicating here, there's regulations in ways that we need to speak, right?
Yeah.
The problem with WhatsApp is it started out as a personal conversation for everyone. And now it's like an easier path for everyone to even put business there. Firstly, me, that's like red flag. Number one, most people aren't really serious on WhatsApp.
Is it wrong to do it on WhatsApp though?
Huh?
Is it wrong to do it on WhatsApp though?
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying today we're discussing everything on WhatsApp.
But that's the times, isn't it?
Yes, it is us moving with the times,
Yeah.
but it's part of the reason why some people don't take certain things seriously, right? You have people discussing business and they're sending me a WhatsApp and they're saying, yo, bro, that time, you're not my brother. 2, we've never interacted like we're bros. If you're serious and you want to discuss business on WhatsApp, you should be saying, hi, ShabZi. This is so-and-so. I hope you are well.
Yeah.
My interest is this. This is why I'm messaging you. Is there any way that we can do business? Was the conversation like that? Was it serious?
So no, they only showed that interaction. In the defending WhatsApp, and to Shakes's point, if we've spoken before, we will have each other's personal numbers. So I'm likely to now, because I've spoken to you before about probably the same thing, I'm likely to go to WhatsApp than an email. I think it makes it more faster and easier compared to just going on email, even though I have you on WhatsApp. So I feel like it's still okay if you present yourself professionally.
But the problem is with this conversation though, is not necessarily how it was interacting. I think it's the number. The number's the problem here. The fact that it went
80K.
from 30 to 50K. That's, or what, 30 to 80. What did you say? 30 to 80?
30K to 80K.
Yeah, I think that's the issue with that conversation.
That's where the issue started.
Yeah, with that conversation. I don't necessarily think it's they were talking on WhatsApp and it's business.
When did they agree the 30K? Also on WhatsApp.
That's the part I don't know, but it looks like that's the number that the Boohle's team uses.
Yeah.
Does it make sense to you?
What the 80K?
No, the WhatsApp
The
number
WhatsApp
Okay,
number is the
cool.
one they use.
is the one that the team uses, because the way C Live was talking to this person, it looks like he had this number. He just wasn't sure if he's talking to the same person that he spoke to 5 months ago. Yes.
If they discussed it on WhatsApp, was he able to show that the last conversation was 30K in the WhatsApp thread?
No, but the guy didn't deny that it was 30K. The problem
just
is
said,
him having a problem to accept that from 5 months I went from 30K to 80K. Now the debate also on social media became, if it was another artist from another country, were you gonna have a problem?
with paying the 80K. Maybe not. Maybe not.
So why can't
No,
you respect?
I would
Maybe
have
not.
I would have a problem if we agreed that it's 30K and now you want to change it to 80K.
But the difference though with this one is it is a period of what, 5 months, you said, right?
So what does that mean?
things can change. So for example,
what changes in 5 months that we go from
so,
30K
so,
to?
so let's say for example, you make one song and then you make a hit song and then it blows up. You with Casper and it
Is
gets
that the
views
case?
and all. It could be. I'm just saying it could be
Yes.
that, right? It could be like in 5 months, my followers went up
Yes.
20,000, my views went up this much, my song with Casper went up that much,
Okay.
and that was probably it.
Okay, Mr. Rock, why didn't you say that?
I don't know why. I don't know why Mr. Rock didn't say that. But
I mean,
obviously-
like, if you have facts of why you went from 30 to 80K, state the facts.
the thing is
Because
also,
he asked a valid question by saying, how did we go from 30 to 80?
Yeah.
Then you just answer the question.
you know, it's also another issue with regards to this as well, is that you probably find managers that they try and also make money for themselves, right? So it's almost like, snap. I know Boohle, if we get only 30, Boohle's going to take maybe 80%. We only take 20. How about we push it up a notch to a level that is, I don't know, you're almost doubling the number per se. So I'm thinking, that's what I think happens with regards to some managers as well. They think of like themselves and having to get paid, and they use the actual name to get paid in that particular way. That's what I'm thinking happened there. But with regards to that, Boohle 80, that's the numbers I see on social. I thought these were normal numbers, by the way.
These are normal numbers for artists.
For people who, and she gigs every week.
Yeah, she does.
80K
In
in this economy.
She has a lot of.
What do you mean? Wait. You sound like you don't believe it.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I believe that, man. If you're gigging every week,
Yeah.
80K, nah, I'm not sure, man.
But she's got a big team, Basker.
Yeah, what number would you say makes sense then?
For
an
artists who gig
artist
every week.
right now, yes.
Especially for artists who gig every week.
Especially if you're big and you're gigging every week.
I think if you're gigging every week, you're getting paid 10 to 15K.
Every week.
If you're a big artist, you got songs out there, it sounds more realistic in this economy.
But, if
but
you
now
have a
of the-
team,
Of the 15K, how do you think she takes a lot of that or not?
I don't know how the business is done behind the scenes for each artist, but I don't know that there's artists making 80K.
So this number thing...
In this egotistical industry, we would know, bruh. People will let us know that they're making 80K a week.
Yeah, look, I mean, some. I'm sure there's artists that do make that number.
there are.
I'm not talking about a Boohle level, by the way.
Boohle is
In
big.
South Africa.
Yeah, in South Africa, I wouldn't say no. Boohle, I'm not denying what a Boohle is big or not. But if I'm hearing those kind of numbers, I'm thinking Casper. I'm thinking Bonang. I'm thinking that level. That's my point. You'd have to be. That's what I'm thinking. The level. So I'm not saying she's not big, but
How did C Live and Rock settle it?
He decided to just
not book her.
not book her and obviously express how he felt about the conversation. He said, first of all, the tone that you're talking to me of, and also just you not really, I'm not saying motivate why your artist will cost me 80K, but like at least have a conversation with me on some, 5 months ago we were charging this much, but maybe Boohle, like he was saying, Boohle's, I don't know, followers went up. Boohle accomplished 1, 2, 3, 4. She won awards. So the rates have went up also with economy. So unfortunately, my man, this is where we are. So he wasn't open for even negotiations, because that's just how he answered. And that's when people now got mad and said, Boohle is not the only one. There are so many artists in the industry where the managers are not really trained to have conversations that get them across. Most of the times they are the gatekeepers without even realizing their attitude is the one that actually prohibits the artists to get gigs.
Hey, but also this communication line. I think you hit it, bro, when you said that. This WhatsApp thing, hey, guys, I don't know,
Look, man, I think when you initiate business, you can be on email, you can be on WhatsApp. Yeah. Initiation. The moment there's confusion, I think a phone call has to happen.
Yeah.
Because after confusion, the texts, you might read them based on how it makes you feel,
And wait a minute.
which might change how you engage going forward. And it might ruin the business. I think for both of them, there needs to be a level of taking accountability from the part where confusion started. They should have took that conversation on the phone or had a meeting.
But knowing, I mean, Sea Life is part of the industries too as well. So if I'm trying to book Shabs, for example, and I have to book him through you, and you come at me with sort of that attitude, I'll do everything possible to get to you, bruh. That's what I would do. So in my, if Madallion was going on about like, I'm just rock and the number's this or whatever, I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'll walk to where Shabs works or where I think he is based, and I will go speak to him.
Yeah,
Then
but-
it'll be like, then we get a sense. So that's what I'm saying, like, but Sea Life could have also gotten a hold of Boohle as well.
Yeah, but
Because-
I think that works if there's a level of connection there. Otherwise, you're professionally crossing boundaries.
True, professionally
You know?
crossing boundaries, but also at the same time, I don't want to take food out the artist's mouth. I don't know if that makes sense.
No. You're trying to put together an event.
Yes.
And you're seeing that it's tough to get to this artist.
Yeah.
And you're trying to follow the right channels. Maybe let me wash my hands and find something that is still a better fit.
I see.
If you want Boohle that badly, then have a connection if you're going to jump the manager. Otherwise, now you put yourself at risk for being wrong about something you shouldn't be wrong about to begin with.
No, for sure. I totally agree with that. For me, it's
Let's wrap that one. Otherwise,
Yeah.
we're talking too long about this. What's next?
The next one is the one that has been big, Bongo Khoza and Nokwe, Nirvana Controversy. But here's the thing of why she was trending, right? They were shooting an intimate scene. Let me not say intimate. It was a violent scene. Obviously, when it comes to scenes that are intense, there has to be professionals in there to help coach how the performers are performing, right?
Yeah.
But unfortunately, how she is allegating this, she says they discussed, when you do an intimate scene in terms of our bodies and our boundaries, I'll say, Shakes, I'm comfortable with you only touching me this side, not this side,
Okay.
stuff like that. So they did discuss that prior to the shoot, but she says Bongo got carried away. And
Jesus.
Carried away and did what?
he was thrusting her, which she didn't agree.
Wait, when you say thrusting,
Thrusting, yes.
actual thrusting.
Actual thrusting.
No, not.
Yeah,
He didn't literally.
I'm like, no.
He didn't literally put his
Not
private part
penetration.
inside
saying,
there.
Not penetration.
I'm thinking thrusting, like,
Activate love.
yeah.
Not penetration.
Okay.
Yeah, spirits.
Yo, guys. No, but you said thrusting. So I was like, what's thrusting? I was
Hey.
like, hey.
So what? The private
Okay.
part rubbed off of Nirvana's body.
Yeah, usually kokas little dry humping.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Kokas, ne?
Perfect.
Okay.
That sounds bad.
Manje.
That sounds bad. And
Siyacabana.
Okay.
yeah.
So now she then addressed it to obviously the production company. Bongo was there as well. She says, he said, sorry, I got carried away. I apologize. And
So he's admitting.
according to her,
Oh, that he said that.
yes.
Okay.
And immediately when she expressed, I felt uncomfortable because we didn't agree with this, and then you continue to do this.
Mm.
And then he said, I got carried away. I was in character. What do you call it? Method acting, where just you can't like snap
Can't
out
pull
of
out of it,
character.
yeah.
Hey, pull out. Hey, don't say
Can't,
that.
there we go. Can't, yes, that.
Yes. So
Are you okay, Doc?
I'm fine. I'm listening.
All right.
So he apologized on the spot, according to her.
Mm.
And production company promised to actually follow through, because what she wanted was also a written apology from him.
Mm.
This actually happened in 2023 in September. So you can imagine.
Why is it coming out now?
She's been talking about it, but now what just makes her to talk more about it is the production company has been saying, yeah, we're going to get him to apologize, but it's still not happening.
Mm.
And what the production company says, because now they came out to release a press release, they said they called a meeting to mediate both parties.
And the meeting happened.
Okay.
Okay.
Both agreed, but there was no sufficient evidence to actually now come to the conclusion of the case to say this actually is
Happened.
wrong or happened. So they advised her to say, we investigated internally. The conclusion is this, but if you want to take it further, you can go to police station and report it and blah, blah, blah. Right. Which she did. She says she went to 3 police stations. Then Bongo came through also a couple of days later to defend himself.
Recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
He released a statement. He said that never happened. He went on to allege that this is not the first time she accuses somebody
Yes.
on the statement. And that actually happened to rub a lot of people the wrong way now, to say, okay, you're defending yourself, we understand that. But now saying that kinda paint her as somebody who carries through with the same thing. Which is actually making it hard for people to trust what she's saying as a victim. So it's quite a sensitive issue. Then the other party that actually stepped in is her former manager, who then said, listen, I'm her former manager, I've seen this happening. The production company did admit that they'll get him to apologize, but the unfortunate part is there was a Zoom meeting where there were attempts to actually silence her. They were saying to her, if you really pursue this and speak up, you're gonna lose your career, you're gonna lose your reputation, and you won't have your name anymore. That's why she's getting
riled up.
Yes.
How many of the right people are on set for sensitive scenes like that, Someone who is there to police the choreography of that scene? Do we have that in South Africa?
We do, and that's a good question. According to the press release of Bomb Production, which is the production company that was doing that, they actually hired a safety officer.
And she was,
But that's not the person who's supposed to be there. The intimacy coach or coordinator has to be there to choreograph the
That
whole
scene.
sex scene or whatever intense scene that they're doing that is intimate. The intimacy coach wasn't there. Instead,
Why?
they got the safety officer because they're saying it wasn't just intimacy, but there's also like a violence in there. So hence they had that person. So that's where like the big question is like, why didn't we have an intimacy coordinator? Because they were going to be able to say cut, but that's not what we agreed on. So the problem is there now for the right professional to coach this was not in there.
No, I think that's where, for me, I think that's where the mistake is. Because even for a director or even possibly a producer, it's tough for them to account for that because you're mostly thinking about your product, you know? And if it's coming to life the way you envisioned, I don't see a director stopping that. You understand what I'm saying? Like the person who's supposed to stop that is not on the scene. That's where the mistake is.
Yeah, I get that, but they were given, according to them, they were given authority to say, once you feel uncomfortable, just shout cut.
Who? The actors.
The performers were told to say that.
Did she shout cut?
She didn't. Apparently, Bongo is the one who shouted cut.
But you see, even the possibility of freezing, that's a psychological matter. Do we have psychiatrists and psychologists on set as well? Because for scenes that sensitive, you need to process what happened. It happened to the character, not the person playing the character. I'm not saying it should be this way.
It happened to the character.
The character, not the person playing the character. So what I'm saying is, scenes that sensitive, how do we debrief them? Do we just say cut and everybody goes home? And maybe that was your first scene doing it in a sexual manner. And also, you don't know what people's personal history with sex is and how that meets you playing the character. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know what her history is, but it seems like there are a lot of parts in putting something like that together where the people who should be taking accountability aren't available. If the coach wasn't there, there is no psychologist, you can see where the mistakes happened. Because for someone like that, she wants recourse for how she felt. And no one is taking what might be what she feels is the responsibility she needs to feel good about having done that scene.
I hear that she was offered counseling after that. I'm not sure if she participated. She went to counseling and stuff.
Who offered the counseling?
The production company. And in Bongo's Bongo, who is the accused, in his statement he says prior to the shoot, when she was uncomfortable, they offered her a stunt performer. Stunt performer.
Okay.
She said no.
This is after they've done their scene or
That
prior?
was prior to the scene.
Prior to doing the scene?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is what Bongo says.
This is what Bongo said.
Okay.
She didn't mention that on her statement. On her statement, she says, when it comes to the thrusting, Bongo did mention it, or don't you want to take it to this? Because I'm imagining as performers, it's like being radio presenters. a content producer will come with the content, but you will wanna enhance that with the skills that you have. I think if we do the topic in this tone, it'll sound more better like 1, 2, 3. So I'm assuming that's what Bongo was trying to do when he was saying to her, don't you think we need to, while we're doing the scene, our bodies need to do 1, 2, 3, 4 and
Did
take
she
it
agree?
further? She said no.
Okay.
She said she refused. And the more they spoke about it, that's when the production said, should we offer a stunt performer? And then she said, no, I'm comfortable. It's fine.
Wait, did you see? Hey, that's another thing. But it sounds like she was uncomfortable from the start, anyways. That's my thing, and maybe that's why I'm not an actor, guys. I'm not an actor. No, no, man. I say
So
this.
you wouldn't do a sex scene?
But I do know there's some actors and actresses that said I wouldn't do particular scenes. That have said they wouldn't do particular scenes, and if you're not ready to do that, you have to stand on that. And unfortunately, it's also there's that part as well of like people just like there's a career you have to hold, and there's not too many spaces, and also there's if you say no, someone is going to say yes eventually, and then you might lose out on an opportunity as well. I don't understand, man. And maybe that's also like my slight beef with South African television. I don't watch South African movies and TV as much anymore. And one of the things that actually drove me away from it, you guys, there's too much intimacy and all this stuff, man. And the thing is, like, it's like forced intimacy. It's like, it's too much, man. Like it almost feels like everything we watch from a South African standpoint, we just gotta have that scene. Like, it's like, why do we have to have that scene?
Apparently, you guys are demanding that. I'm saying you guys as in viewers.
Yeah.
But if you say South African television have like too much intimacy, American television does.
But
Spanish.
and you're right about that. Now the only thing is that like even with the intimacy that I watch, maybe internationally, and to be fair, I don't watch a lot of movies. I'm constantly watching football with podcast movies, but what I realize the difference though is the storyline for me internationally is great. Like it's really good. And when I watch it here, it's like there's so much emphasis on episode 7. Or you better be there for episode 7. If you won't miss episode 7, and then on top of that, I don't even have to watch the thing because episode 7 is gonna be on X anyways, or it's gonna be on social anyways. It's all be there.
Maybe you're not the demographic for that. Series then.
I'm not the demographic for it. What do you mean by I'm not the demographic for it? Like I'm not the target audience.
Yeah, you're not the target audience.
Maybe not, but it's like but my thing is that like okay, it drove me away. And maybe there's a lot more people that are just like, it's almost even like Big Brother as well. You know what's going to come out that's going to trend. It's like, where's that shower hour? Yes, I know they eliminated shower hour recently, but it's like, oh, wait, there's that time when 2 of them are going to be in the bed or something like that. But yeah. I don't know. I just feel like in South African film and what, there's a lot of emphasis on that. I can't be the only one who thinks that. Like in the last recent years, there's a lot of emphasis,
Bruh,
man.
You don't think sex is on the minds of the masses?
Sex is on the mind of the masses. That I definitely agree with. But also, sex is sacred as well, man.
Yeah, but how do you get to that part that it's sacred for you?
Yeah, well, for me,
you're learning that from the masses?
I'm not learning it from the masses.
Exactly.
That I'm not. But also, to be fair, we did stay up to watch Emmanuel when we were kids. We did. No, we all did. Because we wanted to see it, right? We wanted to see it, right? And maybe back in the day, people would have reported it.
But there was a time and place for it back then.
Yeah, it was like...
You know, that seems like it's within a level of confines, right? It was hard to reach. Sex wasn't in your face every day. It's something that you craved for.
You gravitated towards a Generations or a Sidingo or a Scandal or you gravitated towards those things, or me.
For sex?
Because it was a good storyline. That's why it was a very good storyline. That's what I gravitated towards. And the moment I started to see a whole lot more of like, I mean, I was watching, what is it? Youngians. They call it Youngians, né? Do you guys know Young? It's a new thing, South African series. So someone else wanted to watch it. I was with a friend and she wanted to watch Young. I said, okay, let's tune this thing. And watching it, and it's about kids in school and all that, and it's fine. And I guess that's where we are at. But even that's being sexualized. I was like, damn, man, everything is just fatal seduction, this, that, like everything here is just so sexualized. Why? I don't understand. Like, we can't have a good storyline.
Look, man, I think there are more procedures that need to be in place and more people that need to be on the scene to ensure a healthy outcome for the production and for everyone involved. And this only exposes, from Nirvana to the legendary actress, it just exposes that we haven't done much to ensure that that practice is protected. That's what I'm seeing. And the only way that it's going to evolve is someone has to take the rap for a scene. And then now everyone is careful in their productions. That's that, yo.
Yeah, tell it better.
What's next on the starter? How about we talking here?
I don't know if you guys saw. They posted recently the picture with the
Drake.
Iceman thing.
Yeah.
But they got hammered
Yes.
quite a lot because they don't champion South African artists like that.
That's unfair.
How?
Really?
don't
So
they
they
champion-
deleted the post, actually. They actually deleted the post because they got so much rap on social to be like, nah, look at you guys.
No, maybe they don't want to associate themselves with negative PR.
Is
But-
South African artists negative PR?
No, I'm saying that them remove, if you're saying they allegedly removed
No,
the
they
post.
did. No, they did delete it. After they deleted it for sure. So they posted it with the glove and had the SABC thing on. And they were getting like pasted to be like, you guys don't even celebrate South African artists like this. This is what Cloudy was talking about. This is why, whatever.
Yeah, but that's a lie though. South African artists are on South African Broadcasting Corporation playlists.
No,
They're being played.
Speaking of that, that's unfair because I think it was last year, December, they put the Clela brothers on the one of their ads. I think it was a promo for the festive season. Nobody cared. Nobody tweeted. Nobody knows.
tweeted.
At some point in life, you need to understand the business is the business. We go for what makes money.
Yeah.
Now they didn't even have to shoot the video with Drake. They
Yeah.
had to put
They just put the hand only.
and everybody's talking about them. At some point, we need to also ask ourselves as viewers, what exactly is our priority? If the Clela brothers are in there, we don't say anything about it until somebody else is put there, and then we start to act like we care.
I kind of wonder South African, you're a South African artist, right? Do you feel that does SABC champion, South African artists like that? Do you feel like it's fair? They're on the right path? Or
I mean, fair is debatable, but to say they don't is also a lie.
it's
you
a
know?
lie?
At the end of the day, like, we all have to do what we have to do. You have to take responsibility for your artistic journey. That's what I learned in my journey. Take responsibility for where you are and where you want to be. If you need the involvement of institutions to get where you are, you need to negotiate with what the institution expects of you. And are you willing to play ball? That's the question. And some people aren't. And that's also okay, but take accountability for that. Like Drake dropped, this one of the biggest artists in the world. Like, we're all using his release to push our own things. We're talking about it, Other people are talking about it for different reasons. Some people might use the artwork for that reason or this reason to gain attention that they need for whatever they need to push. You can't blame people for that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And a lot of people actually used that artwork, but then SBC folded after they were getting pelted and pelted and pelted and pelted. And I was like, wow, it's quite a thing. And maybe, look, a lot of South Africans probably feel that way. They feel like, no, but our South Africans are not championed the same way. as well. I'm not sure.
Man, look, the level of taking your artistry serious in South Africa today,
Yeah.
it's going down. It's declining. You know, artists don't take themselves seriously. I've said this before on my show. People send you emails, hey, play my song. Is the song mastered? You know, is it mixed well? Is this email a professional email? Are you attaching a biography? Are you attaching a press release? Are you telling us where you're from, what you're about, what your movement is, how many people are following you, what you're doing? None of them are doing all of that in one email. So you want to be entitled to a platform that everybody's fighting for. Cool. Then I say, this is the email to send your songs. And this is the problem about me giving you that email. Now all of you are sending me emails. For a show that happens once a week, I'm not playing all the music throughout that whole show. At the end of the day, it's a commercial show on a commercial station that speaks to the nation. So we still have to play the music that is the cream of the crop. What most people are listening to, and then have a little bit for the people that we want to put on. And in that group of all the artists that send me stuff every week, who am I going to choose? I'm going to choose the guy who takes himself seriously. But even that guy is not there.
So
The guy I pick is not there.
So should artists take themselves more seriously for corporations to take them seriously?
Of
That's
course.
what you're saying.
Because there's a game here to be played.
Okay.
No, what's the main cause, man?
Quick one. Speaking of artists, who is the artist in SA that you think could be in that level of posting something like what Drake has been posting and corporations just hop on in South Africa?
Like right now.
Casper?
I think Casper.
Casper's a good shout. Shucks, but yo, who's
KO?
who's massive? KO. Who's massive like that? Yo.
Um,
I'm actually going left field. I'm not going artist actually. Connie Ferguson? Maybe.
Mm.
Like if she did something, maybe like I don't know, a particular sign or whatever, I'd probably say her maybe.
Mm.
I'm going a little bit left field.
Okay, I thought Tyler.
Oh, Tyler's that's a great show. No, that's a great, but then we're thinking here though.
she's from
I
here.
was thinking
She's
here.
from
though.
here. She's
Yeah,
from
she
here.
is from here. It's almost the thing of like I was thinking like in the country right now, but then that's a very good shot actually.
Okay, let's have the main course now.
Let's have
Enjoy
the
your
main course.
desserts.
No, that's the starter, my sister.
Oh.
You don't start with the dessert. The dessert is after the main course. And see what happens when people rush for the dessert, fam. People get home and they tell me, man, dessert.
But dessert's nice. Though.
It's nice, but it's not nourishing, dog.
No, it's very nice.
Can we nourish ourselves? Have some energy for the dessert.
Listen, man. I'll have all kinds of desserts. Man.
The main cause is you. When it comes to hip hop, a lot of the times, I feel like when it comes to conversation, you instigate conversations.
Okay.
But towards the finish line, a lot of people don't engage you. They will blame the other people that you instigated something with. For an example, I'll use 5 hip hop nights. The thing of freestyling, you did that, right?
How?
You started even, I'll take to the cake hit thing.
How?
Even you saying, it's the YNs. It wasn't Speedster, it was you. You started even laughing at that. I remember they even said you must freestyle and then you chose not to freestyle. Right?
I rapped 2 lines and then I
You stopped,
retracted.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Save that.
throughout that, I feel like Speedster got more in trouble compared to you.
Wait,
A lot of people blamed him for that, and ShabZi actually is the one who.
wait, did you want Shabs to be in trouble?
No, I didn't want him to be in trouble. I wanted people to ask him for why he thought of the need to instigate people or to start asking people to freestyle on the show.
Well, Speedster is the one who asked
Yes.
Key to rap.
Right.
I think that's why
He
he got the rap for that.
Yes. And you said the YNs.
So she
Don't
refused to
want
rap,
to.
and even the way she was saying "nah," it was very, to me, in the moment, because I was there, felt like entertainment, felt like showbiz, felt like banter. And so I bantered back and said, it's the youngsters, man. You know? And my kind of banter, I only laugh at the truth. If it's true, I laugh.
Okay.
You know? It turns out, was I wrong about that? That the youngsters
But
didn't want to freestyle at the time?
It sounds
the
like
time?
you're generalizing because it's not like all the youngsters, just because K-Kid is there, sounds like you're saying all the youngsters don't want to do that. 'Cause
Do you
now
actually feel that way, bro, about the youngsters?
Yes, because now they started defending themselves against you guys, feeling like you thinking they're not working as much hard and wanting to showcase their skills the way you guys showcase your skills. So that conversations of the YNs came from you.
Look, generalizations come from truth. Now, I can't say everybody is not freestyling. That's a lie. But there is a level of truth where most of the youngsters refuse to rap when they are asked to rap. I come from a school of thought where it was a privilege when someone asked me to rap. Even the common person asked me to rap, I was ready to rap. You're not asking me to rap and I feel like I'm auditioning for you. No. You're asking me, are you really who you are? And I'm like, I am. You wanna see? It's like these TikToks we see today of magicians. They're happy to show you the trick because they're trying to make a name for themselves for being the person who's the magician.
Why do you think the youngins are not rapping today like that, for example? Why is that they can't be summoned? Or why
I think hip-hop today is a vehicle for your destination. Now, that destination might not be hip-hop. The car might be hip-hop, but you have plans to act. So you're going to use hip-hop to get to your acting destination. Or you're going to use hip-hop to chill with Sagos. Or you're going to use hip-hop to get that girl. Or you're going to use hip-hop to align with certain brands.
Are you saying people and hip-hop is not their craft then? It's just what they want to get to somewhere. It's not necessarily like, I do this and this is what I do. It's almost like I'm doing it because I'm trying to get somewhere.
Yes, because now hip-hop is a business. It turned into a business, right? The initial phases of hip-hop was some level of having a voice and coming out of a struggle, you know? It evolved. It's one of the biggest, if not the biggest, genres in the world. Whether it's on charts or not, it's still in conversations. And so we are all using the vehicle to get to our destination. Now, I think people feel that the way that I laughed and responded is me judging whether or not they're authentic or real. But no, it's not that. I'm laughing because I'm like, hey, the truth is, cats don't rap anymore. Don't care to rap anymore.
They don't care to rap anymore.
You know, like rapping for me literally built my confidence, literally made me who I am. That's why I am where I am. I attribute a lot of who I am and where I am to hip hop, the same way I would attribute it to my parents. So it is me. I've been doing this and still do it every day. Don't think because I'm not releasing, I'm not recording records. Don't think because I'm not freestyling every Sunday that I'm not freestyling Monday to Saturday to myself in the mirror. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like for me, it's who I am.
It's funny because he mentions the YNs, right, in the interview, right? And you said in today's time, kids don't want to rap, or you feel like they don't want to rap, or they're not maybe about it, or they use it as a vehicle. Then there was that, I don't know, there was that famous Scoop interview. He was being asked, I don't know if it was at a Gardens or something like that. He was being asked about, what do you think about the youth today? And he was saying that, if I remember really well, he was saying that he doesn't even want to talk about the youth really because they don't listen. But I've heard that many times about they don't listen. Even I've heard it even in the football space where they say the young players don't listen. Do you feel that way? Like, do they not listen to these youngsters of today?
Yeah, man. There's different ways to make it now.
Yes.
And I think that's influencing people's care to listen and not to listen. If I can blow up on TikTok, like we didn't have these platforms when I first came into the game.
Yeah.
So when I first came into radio and I'm surrounded by DJ Fresh, Gareth Cliff, Rob Vemba, all the GOATs, you think I'm saying a word while I'm with these people? I'm quiet.
Taking
I'm
notes.
just a sponge.
Just taking
You
notes.
know, because I'm also trying to get to wherever it is they at in my own journey, right? Today, the kids have TikTok, the internet, and I feel like we used to work for 1,000 views, bruh. We used to work for 1,000 followers. Now everybody, including Segos, has over 1,000 followers.
Why? I understand, man. I understand,
I'm saying
man.
I know you behind the scenes and the work that you've done, but nobody else knows you. But you have 2,000, like over 1,000 followers. That's a lot. That's a lot of people following you, you know? And today, people feel validated too early on in their journey. And for some people, they talk a big talk all the way until they get big. But how many of those kids are they really that makes it at the end?
So you mentioned when you started, there was no like many platforms for you to sell yourself as an artist, to make it sound simple. A lot of YNs feel like the OGs, which is you guys, because of you didn't have the privileges of those platforms, you get mad at the fact that they do have those kind of
Yay!
Wait, especially I'm gonna go to you.
Oh, go ahead.
You've had over 20 albums. You've been in the industry for over a decade.
That's a
Um,
talk.
and obviously your generation is the one that believes I need to go out there to prove myself. All the people that were on the hustle and stuff. And are you guys, and I'm saying you guys meaning your generation, do you think you guys maybe are mad because the YNs don't have to work that much hard to get their recognition?
Me personally, I'm not mad. I'm happy for you. You know why? I got it with me and my people. No one put me on. No one said, hey, come, here's a hand. And even then, I didn't have the expectation. And when I did have the expectation, it was out of frustration for the system not having order. There's no order. Like, I can apply for a university. There's ways to get into a university, right?
Yeah.
You apply. They check your resume. You make it into the university. They tell you, you're going to be in this class, that class. This is what we're going to teach you. You're going to go from here if you do this well. You're going to go there if you do that well. The industry is not built like that. It's, I would say, some sort of a disorganized mess or an organized mess. You have to figure out that, okay, cool. there's a way I need to speak to you in order to get to my next destination. It might not always have anything to do with the work. So the fact that you're releasing an album, you put it together yourself, all of that, yeah, we clap hands for you silently. But I have nothing to do with your journey though.
Yeah.
But I understand that. I do understand that point with regards to maybe why some of them are mad because they feel a particular way. Because some you could probably sense, or maybe some of the OGs are like, I bet they got it too easy.
Yes.
Oh man, she got 1,000 views too easy. Like,
if I put myself in the shoes, I'll be bothered if I have 10, 15 years working on something and then you come, you have 2 years and already you're a global superstar.
And by the way, that's also a sense of insecurity from the OGs if they're doing that. Why are you so insecure that that person is getting it like that? So even with me in my space, I cover football, but I never feel like, because someone got more views than me, I never feel like, oh, yo. It's like, hey, listen, that's yours. That is what it is. I know who I am and I know where I stand with regards to my space. But I do get the feeling as well. Sometimes, like, if you've never met somebody and then when you eventually meet them and they've been in the industry longer than you have been, suddenly you treat it a particular way and you're just like...
But also, like, saying that I never had opportunities is a lie, man. Like, I made it on The Hustle. I was on television.
No, for sure.
So I had the opportunity. That's why I'm not hating on anyone that's next and is next in a better way. The production of season 2 was better, the production. And it had to be, because the first one takes its raps.
Was the show better than season 1?
Which? Season 2?
Yeah, was season 2 better?
No, obviously I'm going to be biased and choose season 1.
Why?
Why?
Because...
Why?
You said it's something when it starts, it's actually like raps and then it evolves. Why when would you choose season 1, not season 2?
Season 1 was organic, authentic. Season 1 was a passion project for everybody. I'm talking the lights people, the camera people, the hosts, the cast members, people feeding us. Everybody was passionate about that project. So the production of it was not perfect because maybe the budget was not as big as season 2, but it was organic. And that's why you got that many, I think, stars from season 1. Memorable stars.
Okay,
Makes
sense.
Season 2, it's production-wise and visually looks better than season 1. But if you look at a lot of moments in season 2, they try to recreate moments that happened in season 1 organically by producing it. You're not gonna get the same result. Yeah, you're controlling how you get your result, but this one, when we got that result, we all didn't see that coming. All of us, including the producers, the directors, we all didn't see that coming. That's why it's the best for me.
And other than Shabs, I have to say, I really loved Sammy Sosa, man.
Oh,
Man, Sammy Sosa, no, I'm just saying,
that's why you loved her.
No, I'm saying other than Shabs. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying other than Shabs. I somehow found myself tuning in every Tuesday. I think she's great. I think she's a great presenter. I don't know where she's at.
Took a while to say great presenter.
She's a great presenter, but I don't know where she's at. But I'm just saying I tuned in every week because Sammy Sosa was a great presenter. That's what I would say.
Okay, I wanna also just go back to you personally. The generation that you are with, a lot of the times when you post stuff or when you do hip hop stuff, for e.g. when you are with Lupe, doing that rhyming thing, and other moments, man, that you do, people always mention Jimmy Weez.
Oh, yes.
Where's Jimmy Weez? Oh,
They mentioned him actually quite a bit, actually.
almost every flipping time, right? Why is it that it's important for you to not merge your career. Like you're very particular. You're not close personally with any of that generation that you started with personally. Why is it that important for you to differentiate that?
Look,
Because I feel like work-wise,
Hey.
you guys are good. Personally, why is it important for you to just separate the two?
look, Jimmy and I were close, and I would say still are in terms of like wishing each other well. But there's a difference between personal life and industry life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what brought us together is hip hop. And in that hip hop, there will be a level of personal relationship because hip hop is personal to me. To me, right? We all have our own expectations of what we want for ourselves personally. Now, when I merge that with my career and journey, there's a certain way I'm going to move for my peace, sanity, and maintaining a level of authenticity, knowing who I am. And there are some decisions I'm going to make in this journey that not many people are going to agree with, whether they agree with it publicly, privately, face-to-face or not. I respect everyone else for moving how they need to move, but I'm going to move the way I need to move based on what I feel is right for me.
Do you have friends in the industry?
Mm.
In the industry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Excluding us.
You,
Like, I mean, come on, man. I mean, come on, man.
Us.
I mean, come on, man.
Do you have people that you like go hang out with?
yeah, you know, I once went to hang out with Speedy, you know.
Once.
Yeah, I once went to hang out with Speedy.
I don't think he's answering the question.
I have industry friends,
Do you have close friends in the industry?
close friends.
Not us.
I don't think so. I don't think I have close friends in the industry.
Do you?
Where I engage with them outside of the industry?
Why do you think you don't have that?
Why?
Is it hard to trust people in the industry?
No. It's... Look, I've done the rounds as ShabZi Madallion in terms of performing, doing the gigs, the circuits, the everything, you know? That's not my life. It's not my real life. It's work.
And Jim?
You know, like going to go perform, and for me, I really have to be mentally in it. If someone's telling me, like, for instance, the recent performance I did with C Live, funny enough, I have to be in a mental place to be ready for that. And what I learned from a lot of industry mates is, hey, a lot of what they're doing is they freestyling this thing, man.
A lot of them
they
are
just
freestyling.
come in there, they show up, they do the thing. Me,
And they go back home.
Every day until that day, I'm trying to curate this set. How am I going to do it? Who am I doing it with? Who's DJing? What's the next song? Where is it going? What's going to transition? Am I posing ways? A cappella, this, that, all of that. I'm really putting it together. No distractions.
Is that
No
why?
mediocrity.
Wait, is that why you feel you don't have close friends in the industry?
Because they don't do things
Because
the way
you meticulously calculate a situation, whereas people are freestyling a situation.
Yeah. But it's also the reason why, because there is a level of freestyling, funny enough, there is a level of freestyling that is needed to move further and forward in your life, where you let go. At some point, me being this meticulous has to come naturally to me now, right? I need to let go a little bit and do some things. That's why you're saying once I went out with Speedy. Yes, And even that once, whenever I do that to connect, genuinely connect, I am doing it because it feels right that day to do it. And for me, maybe there are many days where it doesn't feel right to do it.
But then is there an artist that you feel like they're close enough in terms of how you do things? They're close in terms of calculating and stuff. Do you see any South African artist who's close to that? That you can say, if you guys were in the room, you were definitely going to be able to gel in and your energies and...
For the work.
Yeah.
It's all the people who, I think KO, I think Casper, I think the people who take this, like they know, they view this as, it's work. At the end of the day, we're here to work. You know, like we're together today, we can laugh, kiki, haha, but we're working. So let's make sure the work is taken care of. And I don't feel people care for the work.
The work.
You know, people show up, they get paid, and they bounce. And so the result of the work we did, because you only came to get paid and leave, is not a result I'm happy with. I'm not happy with that result. You might be happy, but I'm not happy. Because I know it can be better.
Sorry, you mentioned earlier on about you got to give yourself flowers before, because people will come to your cemetery and be like, oh, he was handsome, yeah, he was dope and whatever. Do you feel hip hop has given you your flowers according to you? Or do you feel you still have to work more to get that?
What are you sing about, dog?
More than 20 albums? I mean, come on, yo.
I mean, what's if I'm expecting flowers from you? What's that? What does that look like?
It's acknowledging your work. It's speaking about your contribution to the culture. It's you inspiring other people, whether it's one person, whether it's two. That's what I'm talking about.
I feel like I've gotten that. Like I've gotten DMs from fans who showed me love and how my music has impacted them. There are industry mates, artists who've privately said to my face, yo, you're the greatest, you know? There are people who've publicly gave me credit for what I do. I mean, Speedster does that. Yeah, I think there is a level of celebration that happens for my journey as and when it needs to happen for whoever is giving me the credit where it needs to be due.
Okay. Now, according to you, obviously you are where you are right now, but you're still doing music. You freestyle all the flipping time. Listen all the time. When would you say for you, you've really reached a ceiling when it comes to your brand as an artist?
When I'm gone.
How would you define and say, I was watching an interview with Black Coffee. I think it was in 2000, and I can't remember. But they were asking him, how would you define Black Coffee's success? When would you say you have arrived, right? And he said, it's when I'm performing somewhere in Paris, then I come back to perform at Chisanyama in Tembisa. Stuff like that. So for you, what will define ShabZi's I'm done, I have arrived, I've done it?
Hutch.
I think it's a tricky question today because I don't look at success the way I looked at it when I was younger.
How did you look at it when you were younger?
When I was younger, performing and releasing music and being known for the hip-hop artist that I am.
Known by who? Where? Only here?
No, the world.
Okay.
Like anyone in different countries that resonates with my music. Being that hip-hop artist, this is what I do.
What changed? How do you look at success now?
Peace. fulfillment and being present. Like right now, I'm happy I'm here having a conversation with you guys. I'm at peace about that. You know, like, yes, we're working. Like I said, you know, that ingredient is important for me. But on top of the working is I enjoy the working. I enjoy who I'm working with. I enjoy where I am. I enjoy the process and waiting for the outcome. That's success for me. Bro, I freestyled with Lupe Fiasco.
Dude. What was that like?
That is some of your favorites rappers' favorite rapper. I did that. Face to face, you know, and held my own. No one can take that away from me. And not many of us, if any, have that. So some of my successes are stuff I can't even think of, bro. I don't know where it's gonna come from. After it happens, you're going to be like, wow, that was a moment. Like, no one else in the country has that. It's yours. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we all define success when we're young, and you find that when we share notes, it's the same. But how does it make you feel? How does the notes of your success make you feel? Do you feel successful?
As a person.
I have the biggest hip-hop radio show in the country.
Oh yeah.
But how does it feel though? Do you feel successful?
Yeah.
Because you can have all of that, the hits, number ones, this, that, all of that, be well sheltered, taken care of, and still feel like you're not a success. That sounds like an internal job.
It doesn't sound like it's external.
You know what I'm saying? That sounds like something internally
From
is
you, yeah.
missing, that you haven't worked on. You worked on everything else outside, but the inside job is not there. And what I find in the industry is that job, not everybody's doing that one.
Yeah. That internal job.
Not everyone is inspiring me to do that one. So you have to be on a road less traveled sometimes. You have to be the guy who has industry friends or don't have industry friends. Either way, it ain't beef. I don't know you to have beef. I don't know you well enough to tell you why I have beef with you. I have beef with you. I've had beef with you guys, right? Real life beef, not...
You mean like you
I'm beefing.
yeah.
If I'm beefing with you and I write a song, I'm talking about you.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, today's success for me is, I'm here, man. I'm alive. I'm at peace. I have a good life. I have good friends, real friends. I have a wife in my life. I'm great, dog. Like, everything is balanced. Everything's balanced. I go to gym, I go to work, I do what I love, and I'm still here doing it at the highest level.
So we asked him, right? As someone who knows him, do you feel like ShabZi is celebrated enough?
In the industry? No.
No.
I feel like he's not given enough flowers that he deserves. I agree with what he says. He's very content, he's very happy.
Yes.
And he gives himself flowers a lot.
Yeah.
But I feel like the industry, and I'm using this loosely, is not bold enough to say it out loud.
They're not bold enough to say.
Yes. And they
To say what out loud?
man, you're great.
Okay.
Some of us, we feel like the other guy shouldn't have won, not you.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
What you did with Lupe is actually dope.
Dope.
Not wait for somebody else to say, did you guys see this? And that's the only time when you start talking about it, but you've been seeing it in your timeline for a very long time, right? Hence, I asked him the question about freestyling thing with K Kid. Like, a lot of people didn't really address, even when it comes to interviews on Five Nights. He'll ask a lot of questions that make people think, but nobody will say that. Let me say nobody, only few people will say that. So those are the things that I say. I feel like a lot of people don't say it out loud. They might say it on the DMs, but just not out loud like the way they regularly do it with other people.
Do you think maybe I'm having a conversation with her?
That Chef is not here. Yes.
Yeah, Ngathi ShabZi is not here. Do you think maybe ShabZi is too humble?
To the people or privately?
I mean, to the people per se. So, for example, like you feel like ShabZi on the show is too humble.
Yep. I feel so. I feel for EG on the I'll go back to 5 nights.
5 hip hop.
5 hip hop nights.
The biggest hip hop show in the country.
When they were asking K Kid to freestyle, and then she said, "Well, can you do it?" Right. A lot of people would have said, "Do you know who I am? Have you seen me?" He didn't say that. So I feel like in other moments he just let you see him in a way that you think you see him, and not show that person that I see behind the scenes.
Would you hope that he shows that?
Yeah. I hope you show it. I hope you show the world the other things that annoy me. But I think the more you do that, the more other people will get used to saying it out loud as well and not do it privately. That's what I think.
I like that.
Did I make it to the reference to your CV? God damn.
Yes. No, well done on that. And to be fair, listen, the only piece I would probably add to it is that it's crazy that people don't know the brain. They don't know the genius. They do not know the genius. And I wish people would know the genius a lot more. It's the brain is too far. It's too far. And maybe sometimes you feel like, I get it. It's about the show. The show's got to do well, and this has got to look well, and that's got to do this and play the part, and I'm just there. But it's like, shucks, man. I know you're a defender, but you score a lot, man. You score a lot of goals, man. And but he'll play his role, and that's what I see. But the brainchild is absolutely insane. That's what I would say. So I'm glad you answered it like that.
To wrap up the main course, because you guys are brothers. He's not my brother. How is he as a brother?
As a brother.
You don't have to look at him.
Oh, ShabZi as a brother. Yeah.
Is he irritating? Is he annoying?
Is
he playful?
This is actually crazy, right? This is actually crazy. So some people will actually find my answer a bit weird or something like that. He's actually annoying, actually. He's actually irritating. He's annoying. He's challenging. But the one thing I've always picked up is that he always wants the best for me. That's the only thing and it took a long time to get there. Because I always thought like, man, why me, bruh? Like, why are you always picking on me? Why are you always this? Why are you like, no, but go tell the other person or something. But it's because he always just wanted the best for me with everything. So it only hit later. Like sometimes we would have arguments or something, and only when I get home, it hits later that like, snap. I know why he was doing that. It just, but at the time, and some of the things I actually have to give myself a little bit of props because I don't think there's a lot of people who would be able to live with him. I don't think there's a lot of people that will be able to run with him. I don't think there's people that can do 33 years with it. I do not think so, but not because he's not someone to live with. It's because, man, every day he's gonna make sure he brings out the best in you. And sometimes you're not gonna like to hear it. And sometimes it's gonna be a little bit like,
I
yo,
don't like it all the time.
yeah, personal.
Okay, now last question. You know Michael Jackson movie, have you watched it?
I have not watched it.
I want to watch it. I haven't watched it
I'm
as
yet
well.
to.
Apparently, there's a Netflix that's coming as well
Yeah.
about these charges, though.
Oh,
Dope.
hectic.
Yeah, did you not? I downloaded the trailer. I wasn't sure that to post it because it's a bit sensitive, but yeah.
We'll watch.
Wow. So I was reading about it.
Yeah.
Janet Jackson was not in the movie.
Yes.
His daughter, Paris Jackson, was not in the movie as well.
Mm.
Mainly because they don't agree with how the story was told, how his story was told.
She wanted to be excluded, Janet Jackson, huh?
Yeah, they
Mm.
asked her and she said no, because there are certain parts of the movie where she feels like her brother's story was not told the way it's supposed to be told.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you now, as we talking about you in front of you, you don't have to pick us. You know, you can pick people, even your wife. But who in your life, because you have a very, you're very particular and sensitive when it comes to your circle. Who do you trust enough to tell your story? Who would you be comfortable with? I'm happy with Big Time being the one writing the
The
story
director.
about me. Yes, that person who will give a go ahead to, yep, that scene, yep, this is how ShabZi would like the world to know him.
Not my brothers.
The truth will come out. The truth.
Nah, I want the truth to come
The
out.
truth
but
will come out.
But then why wouldn't you pick them?
That,
They will bring the truth in the way that you don't like.
no, I think my brothers will paint me as a hero too much.
Oh, so who would you pick?
there's a Manchester United fan on
Yeah,
set.
I think, yeah, Nicky might be able to say hard things about me
Nice.
while the heroism is being painted.
Because they obviously would be characters in the movie.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, maybe him.
And
No one.
that is the main cause.
Yeah, listen, we are out of time.
What's the time?
I'll tell you the time when we're done,
You
yo.
talk, huh?
This is the very first episode of What's Poppin' with ShabZi, with my co-pilots, Segos. Is that the name we're gonna go with? Segos.
Masejo.
Masejo.
Massive.
And Shakes Rampedi.
Thank you so much.
We had something else as part of the course, but we'll give that to you next week. We outie. Peace.